Welcome to the DIY Pest Control Podcast, where you get the best info for those who want to perform their own pest control. The DIY Pest Control Podcast is brought to you by Pest. Pest has been providing the finest in commercial and residential integrated pest management for structural, lawns, trees, shrubs, and mosquitoes with better control and less contamination at an affordable price. For more info, visit us at naturepest.com.
Okay, so we set up an In2care trap, and I'm trying to see if I can, and look inside. You see the little wiggly worms? We waited a month and a half, and there are definitely larvae being deposited in the trap. It's been a month and a half since we set this up. We're kind of pushing it to see what happens, but you can see in the top there is larvae swimming in there, mosquito larvae. So this is what the In2care trap looks like. This is the top part, and I took it apart. We focus it in there, and what it is it's got stagnant water with this little screen that the mosquito lands on, the adult mosquito, to lay the eggs in the water. And then the water has an IGR, and it also has bacillus, and it also has a basically beer yeast to attract the mosquito to lay their eggs here. So we're definitely seeing that, hey, there's plenty of larvae floating. You see that little thing? Long little things floating at the top, those are mosquito larvae. And it's focusing on me now, reflecting. And there it is. You can see the larvae floating at the bottom and swimming around, the little wiggly worms. There it is. There's the little wiggly worm. So definitely at 1 month and a half, there's probably not enough product left to kill the mosquito, and it has to get replaced. We were trying to see if it would last a month and a half. Now we're not in the rainy season yet. It just started. We're in May. We're actually the first day of June today, as of today, and this was installed, 6 weeks ago, and so we're basically testing them. This is the first time we've ever used them, trying to figure out, what the control is on this. Now the way this trap works is you set it up, and when the adult mosquito, let me show you how it works. The adult mosquito this net is treated, this little net, and it's treated with a bacillus product like a BTI. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's not bacillus. It's a that's not a mosquito flying around, actually. So I'm in here in the shade. I'm not getting bit. Surprisingly, it is getting the control. We are using also the bait, the final feed bait. But I'm here. Look, you see, I'm in the shaded area in the middle of the day where we should have 80s here. 80s Aegypti and 80s albopictus. And we're not seeing mosquitoes all around this thing. There should have been. So it is getting control. It is getting that reduction. If we had 80s Aegypti in this corner that is shaded, there's no air in this corner movement because it's blocked. It's between the house. So you can see it's a jungle in here. And it's between the house. We put it specifically there because that's going to be a shaded area where air doesn't circulate. Mosquitoes are going to love this area. This is Bavaria bassiana. I'm sorry, Bavaria bassiana, getting back to this. And what it does is the mosquito lands on here to deposit their eggs, and the larvae will hatch. And when they come in contact with that, they carry it on their body. They're also carrying pyriproxyfen, which transfers at parts per billion. to kill larvae. So the mosquito lands here, goes somewhere else, because Aedes aegypti mosquito do not lay their eggs in just one place. They're batches. They lay their eggs in different, so they're going to find other bodies of water around this property. They're going to carry that with them and transfer that pyriproxyfen, which is the insect growth regulator, transfer it over to those bodies of water at parts per billion, but they're also carrying the bacteria in their body, which is going to kill them, and they're no longer going to be able to breed. So it gives them enough time to go deposit and do their thing, and that's the way it works. And then it uses beer yeast to be the attractant, and this water is already stagnant. It's not moving. There's organic matter. What are mosquitoes? That larvae, when it's born, it needs to have that bacteria in there from the organic matter, from the leaves, whatever's falling in there, in order to feed. And they feed on that bacteria in the water, and that's how they're able to grow, those little bacterias, and organic matter and just decomposing matter. And this is why stagnant water attracts, the mosquitoes, because it's not moving, it's not circulating. That's what stagnant water is. There's no flow. It's not like a river. These guys are not going to breed in rivers. But this is how In2care works, and so far it looks like it's working. We got to wait to hear feedback from the client. We're going to have this service next week come in. I'm doing the lawn care inspection and doing the lawn and the gardens, and I decided I'm going to take a peek at this. So there you go. Okay, we set up this In2care trap about 6 weeks ago, and we're checking it and monitoring it now, and we're going to be doing the filter replacement. So all you got to do is turn it, take it off, and look inside. And what I'm looking for is larvae, and there is down there, I don't know if you can see it, there's larvae swimming around. There you got the little wiggly worms. So I'm going to put the new tablets in and replace the little strap on here. So I'm going to show you how that goes. Put this down here. Got a brand new pack here of the In2care. We'll open that up, and inside is the new little strap. Okay, stick it, the little floater back in there, and there's 2 tablets in here, and we'll take the 2 little tablets and we're just going to put them inside, make sure they fall. Got them. All right, they're inside. You can see the bottom. The 2 little tablets are down there. The Buvera bassiana and everything is there. The pyriproxyfen and the attractant. And clean this up. I'm gonna put it on there. All right, and then we just turn it on. Clean this little thing out. And In2care trap is set. The other In2care trap, as you can see, it's blocked off, shaded area, blocking it off from the wind, and there is a lot of dead larvae in here that I'm observing compared to the other trap where there's a lot more organic matter. It's just dirtier, the other one, so we'll probably have to throw this out completely, rinse it, and put new water in it. It's kind of hard to... But I can see a lot of... There's a mosquito there flying around this area. And there's the larvae inside. You can see the larvae there floating on this trap, but much less than the other one. There is the tablets that it comes with at the bottom that have dissolved, and there's a little bit of mosquito larvae, but nothing's getting on me. I would have exposed my arm, and if there's mosquito in this area, and there would have been a lot of Aedes aegypti here, I would have been getting bitten, and I'm not.
Thank you for listening to the DIY Pest Control Podcast. Please remember that although Franklin Hernandez is a certified and licensed pest control operator in the state of Florida, the content of this podcast is for informational purposes only. You should consult your local and state government or cooperative extension service before performing any pest control service. Remember to always read and follow label directions, because the label is the law.